Somebody asked me to do that in this live stream, and I was like, okay, seems a bit ooh, look at me, but whatever. I like people. Hey, hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. Wow, there's lots of people here. Thanks for joining me on what is my Saturday morning and your Saturday. Actually, for some people, Sunday. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate coming here. Hey, let's turn on the chat. How about that? Boom! Chat engaged. So, as you know, if you're a part of the YouTube Academy Pros, or you've been in my live streams before, or you've gotten on a phone call with me, aka Jake Sloan, who wanted to have a 5-minute phone call with me about 2.5 hours later. I love people, and I just keep going, and I just can't end these things. So today, so you actually have a Saturday afternoon. I mean, if you got to go do stuff. I actually have somewhat of an outline. We'll see if that works. If not, well, screw it. So, welcome everybody. Thank you. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for coming. Thank you for just even taking your Saturday out to look at this stuff. Usually I go through the comments and welcome everybody and talk about everybody, but that would be the next hour. So welcome all. I love you all. Thanks for coming on. We'll get to the chat and everything else. Hey, I don't need these, do I? Yeah. So, welcome. Really, thank you. I'll go into that. Make sure I don't actually start getting all welled up and stuff for all you awesome people. I just want to go through quickly and go through a little preface, preamble, intro, whatever. Captain Jack, that should be your intro. I might do that. I'm going to go through and just give you a little upfront information. The reason why I do that is because I don't want everybody jumping in and going crazy. If you want to jump in and go crazy, go crazy. Hey, Jake, you know what I'm going to do? Hopefully you can hang around. Let's see, there's a few people in here. Jake Sloan. I'm making you a moderator. And Captain Jack, I'm making you a moderator. And the reason why I'm doing that is in case we have one of those creepy people come in, we start banging on the channel or something, these guys can just say bye-bye. Normally I would, like on my other unscripted channel, I have another channel called Unscripted, which I have back to. Woo! I usually just open it up and I make everybody a moderator and they can paste in their stuff and all that. So anyway, blah, blah, blah. I'm going to go through a preface and a preamble. I hope you don't get bored with this. I just want you to kind of set your mind for where my head's at and where I think other people's heads should be at, because I don't want this to be, a throwdown and a free-for-all. Let's attack and get ticked off at everybody. I'm going to just quickly go through the timeline of what happened, because many people, probably not so many. Aaron, hey, man, thank you. Wow, I have all the big dogs in here. Holy crap. I better behave myself. Okay, maybe not. Then I'm going to go through the timeline of what happened. It's going to be really short, mainly because 125 or what used to be 130,000 people just saw me disappear. I just want to go what happened real quick, what I learned, do some other things at the end, and then we'll move along and we'll see. We'll see if I can keep it to an hour. I haven't yet on anything, including phone calls. So, yeah, so let's just go into this. I will be making, as a follow-on to this, an actual video. Here's an actual video. It'll be about, hopefully, less than 30 minutes, where I go through what happened, why it happened, tips and tricks, what to do, what not to do, and there's a lot of those, because you can get quite freaked out about it. I mean, think about it. Here I am. This is my full-time job, and for almost 30 days, my stats on all my money were this. Ouch. Imagine going to your place of work or wherever you are one day and everything's disappeared and you're not getting a paycheck for the next month. But they want you to keep working. Anyway, blah, blah. So we'll go through all that. I'm going to make a video, and then next weekend, I'm hoping I can invite some of my favorite friends to come on, creative friends. I'm going to do probably the same time. I like doing it this time because a lot of people come. I don't like doing this at this time because a lot of people are like in Australia and way over on the other side of the world. It's like 3 a.m., 1 a.m., 4 a.m., etc. Anyway, what I'll be doing next week at this time is I'm going to do, we're going to like end this hackApocalypse talking about this stuff and get back to work. So I'm going to end that with, after the video that I go through everything, we're going to end that. We're just going to do a big freaking celebration. I'm going to invite some of my creative friends if I can get them to come, or if they have the time. And then I'm going to do some giveaways. I might have some companies throwing in awesome people to do giveaways, but I got a bunch of stuff and it's sitting on a shelf. I'm not using it. I'm probably not going to use it. I've attempted, I could sell it, which is fine, but I'm just going to give it away to people who need it. I'll probably do the Curtis Judd thing where we pick a random number 1 through 50 or something like that, and then I'll just ship it to you. I mean, this is not crummy stuff. Well, some of it's crummy. But, like wireless HDMI things and stuff like that. Anyway, let's go. Italy, 6:11 p.m. here. I can't. I'm going to try. Usually I try and answer. This is one of my downfalls. I try and respond and answer to every single comment that's going up there, and it's my fail. And then 2 hours later, everybody's like, stop talking. So that's okay. So, Sound Speeds is here too. Wow. Wow, you guys. Pump, 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 pump. So let's get into it. Let me just do a little preface and a preamble. Hopefully I can wrap this up by, it's 9:12 here, by 9:30, 9:40, and then maybe we can just hang out and get it done. And everybody who knows me just laugh their butts off. So this is a little preface and preface, just a little preamble before I go into what happened. Before we get into this, it's not YouTube that was the problem. Don't start attacking YouTube and how they're terrible and what are they doing. I don't need to hear, I'm not being like a Richard about that. Sorry for anybody whose name is Richard. Oops. It's just that that's the wrong target. The hackers, the hijackers, these criminals, they're the guys who created all the trouble. They're the guys who create all the trouble for people and companies, etc. Those are the guys that are the target of your ire, of your disdain, of your anger. Secondly, I'll go through what I learned. So let me just go into the timeline so I don't blah, blah you to death. So on Saturday, February 13th, wow, it's exactly a month ago. How about that? Whoop, whoop. I did a live stream on my other channel. I ended at, I think it started at 9. I think I ended at an hour later, 11. I got to work on this 1 hour thing. And then I was rewatching that video. Whenever I live stream something, I go back and I rewatch it just to make sure that I see the comments and somebody asked me some like really important question or something I didn't answer them. I try and get back to them. And so I was rewatching it around 11, around noon, all of a sudden, bleep. What I was watching, I went out. I was watching on my iPad, and then I was back at the YouTube main watch things. It's like, well, that's odd. Was able to get back to the video, started watching that, and I noticed up in the upper right-hand corner that on YouTube it said login, and I was like, well, that's weird. I was logged in. So I hit the button to log in, typed in my email, typed in my password. It said, sorry, wrong password. You changed your password. I think it said 20 minutes ago. Now I realized I didn't have all the knowledge I do now. So I was like, huh? That's weird. Then I tried again and again, and it was like, no, you're trying to log in here and you're not giving us the right thing and everything else. And then, what was the next thing that happened? And then I was like, well, that's weird. Then I went over to my email, my main email for that channel, and saw these weird notices that were in, I believe, Russian or Czechoslovakian or whatever. No, don't go, ooh, the Russians. Just stop. It's not the Russians. Don't be mad at the Russians. 80% of Russians or anybody everywhere are good people. It could have been some dude down in Arizona for all I know. It doesn't matter. They're hackers. They do all sorts of weird stuff. And I went, well, this is really strange, and I couldn't even read it. Then I started getting stuff on Twitter, some emails, some text from my closer friends. Hey, is this a joke? What are you doing? Why are you live streaming something about cryptocurrency? And I was like, oh, crap. So I went over to YouTube, to Twitter. And by the way, I don't care if you're on Twitter or not. Get on Twitter. I @Team YouTube. In fact, I'll show this for you. @Team YouTube. That. If you @Team YouTube and you say, hey, something's going on, or my channel isn't working or whatever, they get wind of it. They send you to the right place and everything else. About 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes after I realized my channel was messed up, YouTube, I don't know if it was bots or YouTube itself, came in and slammed the channel down. Slammed it down. Like, boom. Terminated the channel. Bam. You're out of there. Now, you could go through and say that YouTube is terrible and they're bad people and blah, blah, blah. And Google's a big corporation. How dare they make money and employ 400,000 people? We should kill them all and make sure we have a higher unemployment rate across the world. I don't do that. So it was the right thing to do from a YouTube standpoint. Yes, we can all sit in the background and we can all go, well, what they should have done, and maybe they should have privated it, and maybe they should have done that. They slammed my channel down because Google/YouTube was hacked. They took over something, and they slammed my channel down immediately to protect you, to protect the viewers, to protect your channels, to protect your emails from these evil bastards, sorry, who are going to try and get all this stuff. They're not going to get all your stuff from my channel, but they're bad people. So YouTube slammed it down. I absolutely agree with what they did. Absolutely. As much as it was like, gut me. I absolutely agree with YouTube doing that. It protects everybody else. If I was sitting there with 1,000 of you guys in front of me and one guy's channel over here got hacked, I'd be like, maybe I should see what happens. And I'll try and make sure Kevin's okay. But it may screw all these other channels. No, I would terminate my own channel if that were the case. Not because I'm like some blah, blah, blah. It's just the right thing to do. Okay. So we got that out of the way. It isn't the Russians, and it isn't YouTube or Google. Then I let @Team YouTube know. Then they told me what to do. And since it wasn't my channel that got hacked, it was my email that got hacked, which I log into the channel with. It's a different thing. And it isn't actually, they hacked my email. They hijacked my channel. I had to look up all these words. Hey, Will. Hello, sir. So they hijacked my channel. They hacked my email, hijacked my channel, took it over, started live streaming a bunch of cryptocurrency crappy stuff, and a bunch of bots, I think, were in there. I don't know what their end game is. Maybe it's to get people to come by. Maybe it's to get people to link. Maybe it's to get people to comment so they can hack their channels, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. But I do know one thing. Their purpose is to just create utter chaos and havoc. And that's why they're a bunch of crappy people. And they should build a Mars colony where you send people like that up there to put oil on all the little rovers for the next 10 years. Now, I gave myself 10 minutes to freak the hell out, which I did. Then after that, I went, okay, I'm not going to sit here and start shooting everybody and Google and YouTube and it's terrible and look at me and look what happened to me and oh my gosh and everything else, because it does nothing. Complaining and about it and bitching about it and all that doesn't do anything for me or anyone else. Doesn't do anything for YouTube or Google. And you want to stay friends with Google. I mean, if you're a YouTuber, hey, look what they've done for you, allowing you to do what you're doing. So stop that. Was I using multi-factor authentication? Yeah, I was told I was using two-factor authentication. In my main video, I'll go into what I didn't do and should have and what other people are telling me to do. And it's just maybe not. Again, there's the, here's what you should do to be protected. Here's what you're not doing. You're open. Here's going way over there. Now, I also want to say that you don't need to freak out about your channel getting hacked. Everybody, oh my gosh, you need to do this. That's a reaction. If you take proper, what do you call it? If you just do the proper things, you can go to Google. I'll cover this in video. You can go to Google. You can go where you log in and say, do a channel check on me for security. They'll tell you who's tied in. They'll tell you who's granted. They'll tell you what you got. They'll tell you if your passwords have been used in other places, you should change them. It's a really good tool. So, did I record my 10-minute freak the hell out session? Anyway, again, you don't attack Google and everything else, and I'll go into that in the video. So, excuse me. I decided that at YouTube, I started this thing on Twitter, which was day 3. My channel was hacked or hijacked. I'm still waiting, blah, blah, blah. Day 4, here's what happens. Day 5, and I put all these tips and tricks and everything else in there about how to handle this. And realized that, and I'm not going like boo-hoo me, realized that now I don't have a channel. I disappeared from the internet. If you Googled my channel or my videos, they were gone. My channel was gone. Now, the Basic Filmmaker is a brand channel. It sits up here, and under that channel sits other channels. There are other channels that sit under that brand channel. So if I can't get into that brand channel, I can't get into any of my channels. My unscripted channel was still going. People were still commenting, and I couldn't log in. I couldn't answer comments, like whatever. So to move along, days passed, days passed, days passed. I gave what did I say I was? Jeez, I'm losing my words. At YouTube, Team YouTube gave me this place. I had to say, here's a valid email, because remember, I don't have an email either. They hacked it. They hijacked it. We need a valid email over here, and we're going to allow you 72 hours to contact and fill out this form. So finally, I got that all worked out. That took a couple of days. Contacted YouTube through there. Filled out the form, and then I waited, and I waited, and I waited. Now, there was some miscommunication on Team YouTube. Again, people beat up Team YouTube. Those are just the front people. There are people behind it. There was some miscommunication going on. I kept pinging them on Twitter. I kept pinging them, and they kept telling me to answer the email that was sent from YouTube. Well, I didn't get any email. I know, because the account I gave them, the email account I gave them, doesn't have any emails. It was an Easy Cake Baker or something like that. A long time ago I used that. It doesn't get any emails. So as I was going on every day, I just kind of ramped it up a little bit with Team YouTube. Like, hey, what's up? Haven't heard back. They'd come back and say, well, you need to check this, blah, 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 blah. So all over the map with this, right? Suffice it to say about was it day 21 or day 22? I wrote a 21 tweets in succession to them, telling them the effect this was having on me. I haven't made any money for a month. I have no channel. I don't know if I'm losing subscribers. Blah, 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 blah. I copied Team YouTube. I copied YouTube. I copied YouTube creators, and I copied Susan Wojcicki, the CEO of YouTube. I don't know if she read it or not. A few days later, I think it was a day later, I finally got the email from YouTube. They said, cool, we are working on it. And then it was day 29 or 30 or something like that after all this. My channel was, I went and I looked and it was like, whoa, my channel's back. Now, it took another couple of days because I was writing back to them going, I'm not touching this. I am not logging into this. Where are we at? 9:25. Hey, cool. I'm not logging into this until you give me the green light. I'm not going to log in while they're fixing it and mess something up. They finally gave me the green light. Was it yesterday or day before? I don't know. It seems like years this thing's been going on. Got the channel back. Got all my videos back. Remember, like, if you were subscribed to my channel, I just went away. Like, you may not even know that I just went away. From all reports I'm getting, people who are subscribed to my channel, I reappeared in their feeds and stuff. Got all my comments back. Got all my likes back. Now, remember, I've been posted on other places where you embed the YouTube video, and other people have put me on their website. All those went away. Like, there's a lot of them, and they went away. Well, all those reappeared, at least the ones that I checked. And so here we are. And that's kind of the timeline. And I'll just briefly, I'll go more to this in the video, and then we'll try and go through these comments. I'll tell you what I learned from this. You can take it or leave it, whatever you want. Go for it. And maybe I'll point out some falsities too. I've been told, do not use a single email on your login for your channel. Use a different email, then have that email forward to another email, blah, 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 blah. I've checked with YouTube. You don't need to do that at all. What you need to do is the email that you use for that channel should be for that business. You should have two-factor authorization, 2FA, enabled. You should go to your email or your Google account or whatever and do a Google checkup. It's awesome. It'll tell you, hey, you're using a password on this account that you use on 1 or 5 or 60 other accounts. These are the people that have access, like TubeBuddy gets access to your YouTube channel, which is fine. TubeBuddy, various tools and things like that. Some I gave access years and years and years and years ago and forgot all about them. So I took those off. Here's a phone number to verify you if needed. Here's a backup phone number in case something happens. Here's a thing of 6 codes, which you can download to your computer. So if you're sitting there and for some reason you need to get into your channel, there's a code there that says, okay, I lost my phone, I don't have my thing, and you could type in a code that only you see to get in there. But this checkup is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. Now, you can go crazy, and I'm not saying don't, and you can have, like, set up different email accounts over here, and you can get these little dongles, and you have to plug them in and have them with you, and blah, 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 and all that stuff, and that's cool. You can do that. I've been assured with the iris scan and the DNA check. I've been assured by YouTube and Google that, yes, the dongles are great and everything else, and there's nothing wrong with extra protection. But I've been assured all the things I have done now through Google, I'm pretty protected. Now, let me just say this also. If you're freaked out that someone's going to hack your YouTube channel, hey, Andre. Oh, you missed your flight, dude. Oh, that sucks. Sorry about that. Andre's off to do some family thing. I can guarantee you that your chance of getting your channel hacked, you have a better chance of winning the frickin' lottery. Literally true, like mathematically true. You have a better chance of winning the lottery. I just happened to get my channel, my email, my channel hacked. So don't flip out. Do take some precautions. Just take reasonable precaution and just go up to your channel and where you log in and just have Google do the check. turn on two-factor authentication, have a backup email, have a backup phone number, all that stuff. There. I also have somebody that I know really well, great guy, great two guys, showed me a way to change all my passwords. This guy deals with 20,000 passwords. Showed me this way to change all my passwords across the internet, make sure they're secure in a way that you can remember them, and they're really hard to hack. I'll go with that in my video. Okay. The other thing I learned is, and I've learned this throughout my life, when you get hit with blah and something happens, like pulling out a machine gun and shooting everybody is useless. Blaming other people is useless. It gets nothing done because you're not doing anything. Hacking on YouTube and Google and Walmart and other creators and everything else, it's a waste of time. It's a total waste of time. You should be doing something about it. And that, so it's just kind of like a waste of time. Like, oh yeah, go ahead, freak out. You know, you're a human. You have emotions. You get mad at things and everything else. But man, if you just want to, like, I mean, think about it. Whoa, yeah, I'm doing a YouTube channel. Hey, you've been doing a YouTube for 10 years. Well, I'm doing okay, but you know, 10 years ago I was hacked and I'm still upset about it. Like, seriously, dude. Like, get over it. That serves nothing. That's another thing I learned. You're not pandering to YouTube. YouTube is your friend. You know, they get a bad rep. They are your friend if you're a YouTube creator. And it's easy to point at YouTube and go, oh, they do this and they do that. They are your friend. They do have your back. You are an asset for them. Just don't go there. I mean, if you want to go beat them up, go for it. Beat them up. But I tell you, it's not going to work. Plus, when I'm dealing with YouTube after my channel hack, do I really want them to sit there and leave YouTube? The people who have given me this opportunity to do this full time, do I want to leave them with a taste in their mouth of, you know, this guy's like crazy, he hates us, he's spewing crap all over? No, I don't. The other thing is you don't know what's happening behind the scenes. Oh, why didn't they do this? And they should do this. That's awesome. You can do that in politics, and you can do that in religion, and you can do that about the news and everything else. But guess what? You don't know what the heck's going on in the background. You think about restoring a YouTube channel that was shut down and hacked. They have to make sure to protect you and every single creator, that all those videos are restored, that those people who they shut down, they have to investigate them and make sure they're not doing it someplace else. They are an international company. They have reports, and they have to report, and they're a publicly traded company. They have to report these things to the government. You know, when you get the government involved. You know, done your taxes yet? Reduction of Paperwork Notice Act? Oh, I laugh. So give them a break. And then they have to restore all that. They have to restore all your comments. They have to restore all the embedded things. They have to restore all your likes. They have to restore anybody who has memberships in there. They have to make sure that any of those memberships weren't hacked. They weren't. Thank God. They have to make sure that they didn't get into your email. There is like this giant spider web of stuff that they not only have to check, that they have to restore, and every time they restore a thing, they have to check if there's any ramifications that bubble out to everybody else. And frankly, as much as I want to punch YouTube's not a thing. There's people at YouTube. As much as I want to punch them in the face for taking a month to restore it, on the other hand, with what they have to do to restore it, I'm really surprised it only took a month. They are working on this, and we also give them a little slack. In the past 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, they've gotten a lot of these. And it's like, where are we at? 9:34. I'll wrap this up soon. It's kind of like you're sitting there in your car at a light, and somebody pours gasoline on your car and lights it on fire. Hope that doesn't happen to you. And then everybody comes along and say, well, Dude, why weren't you prepared for that? Like, what are you, an idiot? So it's kind of the same. You can go to them and say, well, why aren't they prepared for that? Why don't they have processes in place? Trust me, the processes they have in place, you never hear about. All the things that could happen, you don't hear about. You don't hear about these things happening because they have all these processes in place. In the past 6 months, 9 months, or a year, new things arrived, this hacking, hijacking channels, stuff like that, this cryptocurrency thing. If this happened a year ago, it could have taken me a year to get my channel restored. If it would have happened 6 months ago, it could have taken me months. This happened a month ago. It only took 3 weeks. I've been back and forth with you guys. They are working on that process and being able to nail it down, because remember, they have to figure out the process with humans and how to do that process with humans and what's the right thing to do in the shortest amount of time. Then they can put in the bots using that intelligence, test it and work it all out. So getting all over YouTube is wrong. Anyway, there you go. I'll cover all this stuff and passwords and junk and what you should do and what you can do and what you don't need to do in my video that's coming this coming week. And then next week, as I said at the beginning, I'll do a giant live stream and I'll invite probably many of the people you were subscribed to, friends in and out. We'll do this giant live stream and invite them in, and we'll just have a big celebration party. I'll do a giveaway of some stuff, some nice stuff, and then we'll end, and we won't talk about this anymore, and we'll be over it. How about that? I do want to give some shout outs. I don't even know. I'm hoping I can do these shout outs. He's been missing Kevin's blah, blah, blah. It's a joke. Blah, blah, blah. I do want to do some shout outs, and hopefully I can get through this without getting a bit teary-eyed. Not in a bad way, just the warmth. The members at Basic Filmmaker University. Wow. They just came to the rally. They just people came right out of the blue. Can we help you? Can I do anything? Is there something I can do for you? There were a handful of companies I'm not going to mention because some butts are going to come in and go, oh, well, you're hooked up with this company, and how come they don't do it for me? Too much of this, not enough of this. Yeah, Aaron, I'm getting to that. Third channel. Just came rallied on Twitter, because that's the main place I hang out on Twitter. These few companies, they just said, hey, we're sorry that happened. What can we do for you? What can we do? And I didn't want to take advantage of them, and I didn't want to start talking about this publicly until I knew all the facts, which you'll see in my later video. Just the facts, ma'am. That's Dragnet. You know, in the 50s. For you kiddies. So the members, other YouTube creators just were like, hey man, sorry, what can I do for you? Can I do anything for you? Do you want to come on a live stream? Can I throw people over to your channel? I was like, oh my God. YouTube was really supportive. They are not some evil, bad people. YouTube is not even a people. It's a corporation. There's all sorts of people in there. They were very supportive. They did their job. They protected the community at my cost, and it wasn't their fault. It was the hacker, hijacker, the bleep, 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 and the son of a bleep and a burk, and criminals that really should go and spend the next 10 years oiling those little Land Rovers on Mars. I like that idea. I'm just afraid who's sending who to Mars. That's my problem. And then just everybody on Twitter and helping me out and offering. There were some people who came through who knew and still know that this was a financial hit. I do this full time, the university and YouTube. So for basically, it looks like 30 plus 12, 42 days. This is how much money I made. Some of those made some donations. Some of those went and bought some courses at the university, which is great. And I'm also not that guy. I am not that guy. I love to help people. I love people. I'm willing to receive help, but I'm not that, oh, look at what happened to me. Help me because don't have any money right now and blah, blah. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm not that guy. I'm not going to come out and say, hey, can you give me donations and can you do this and can you buy courses and stuff? Not because you need the data from the courses, but just to help me and get me some money. I get that. You may agree with that or not. That's not my thing. If you want to go take a course at the university, if part of it is to help support me, I actually put a link at the top pinned. Great. If you just want to throw money at me, I'd rather have you take a course. If you're just a nice person and you want to throw money at me, hey, there's a donation page over there. That's cool. I appreciate it. So then all the members at the university, all the members on the Basic Filmmaker University Facebook group, a handful of companies, a bunch of other creators, a lot of the subscribers themselves, many of you here, just reached out and just were great. Just freaking great. See, I'm getting a little like whatever. Amazing. An amazing community. I highly suggest on whatever level, if you're just starting out or you're going, treat people nicely, help them out. Maybe one day you'll be in need and they'll help you out back. For the people that just went radio silent and didn't help me, well, screw you, you. Don't do that. For the people that went radio silent and didn't help me, okay. Maybe they were on vacation. Don't think the worst. Maybe they were on vacation. Maybe they didn't know. Maybe whatever. I don't care. Maybe they hate my guts. Well, hey, if they needed a helping hand later, I'd help them. Not because I'm a great person. I just know that helping someone in a time of need is the right thing to do. And there you go. Okay, that's the shout outs. What's next? I still have, it's not like it's like, okay, now everything's better. I'm going to create videos. I still have a lot of cleanup to go. Realize I have all sorts of accounts and all sorts of things tied into my YouTube channel and the university and stuff like that. I still have to go through and fix all that stuff up. You go through PayPal, which is where I get my money in from when you go in and you change the passwords and the email that you used to have, and you get everything out of there and everything else. And then PayPal goes, whoa, what's happening? And like, there's a lot of stuff that you have to tick and tie. Thank you, hackers and hijackers, for creating chaos again for me. I'm not sure if YouTube would probably slam this video down, but just like you got the idea if I were holding certain fingers up to these people. I don't even think they're people. I have a real bad taste for criminals. I think everybody just gets a second and third chance, but there are just certain small percentage of the world of people that they're not good people. You just have to confront the fact that they're not good people and they do bad things and their intent is to create chaos. And okay. And lastly, that's the other thing you need to put in your mind. All those haters and those commenters that come to your channel and the hijackers and the hackers and the criminals everywhere and the looters and everything else. I promise you, they're just this much of the entirety of the planet. They're just this much. Their game is to get you and pull you down and to stop you from creating and to put all your attention on all the bad stuff that's happening by everyone all over the world. It's not like that. 80% of the people in the world, in Russia and Taiwan and even North Korea and South Korea, 80% of those people, you know what they're doing? They're waking up in the morning, they're trying to feed their family, they're trying to raise their children, they're trying to do things. The 20%, maybe that's less, They're making all the noise. They get all the news. And it's their job to put you and make you frightened on everything you do. Don't go outside. It's dangerous out there. Bullshit. Anyway, there's my shout outs and my whatever. So this next week I'm going to be creating a video. 9:45. Next week I'm going to create a video that lays this out. What I did, what I didn't do, what you should do, what you shouldn't freak out by. The next Saturday I'm going to do the giant, hopefully giant live stream giveaway yada yada thing. And then I'm just going to continue to do what I do. Because if I just get over it, I make more videos, I make more courses over at the university, basically to the hackers and to the hijackers and to those criminals. That's the thing that basically gives them the finger. They want you to not create. They want you to not flourish. They want you to not prosper. They want you to hate big corporations. They want you to do like all the things that they do. Don't play that game. The response to these people is create more videos, do better, make more money, do whatever you can to out-create their destruction, and they hate it. And I love that they hate it. And that's the secret to me of people who try and do bad things to you. Just keep doing what you're doing. Okay, let's stop that. I'm at 9:46. Which means I've been going for about 46 minutes plus some. Let's go into the comments. You got any questions? You got any comments? You got anything you want answered? We'll just go into comment land. I'm going to try and scroll through these comments and see what y'all been saying. I don't, like some people have a second person who handles their comments and stuff like that for their line streams. It's just me. I'm just it. Let me see if I can pull a few of these comments. If I miss an important comment, re-comment. Ask again. This is all the beginning stuff. We're talking about that. Go Pappy, nice. Captain Jack, hey man. Okay. You know what? I'm getting some pings over here on my phone. This always happens to me. And I hate doing this, but if I don't, I have 4 text messages from my friends. So, okay. I'm going to do it. So, I do have a super chat. You're more than welcome to use that. I suggest this link at the top, which is go get some smarticles and go take a course. I got cheapo courses, learn about monitors. I got my YouTube course. I got all sorts of stuff over there. Some of them are free. I don't care. If you insist and you don't want to use Super Chat, I want to text back to all 4 of these guys and say, I hate you for doing this to me. You can go there and donate. You can, if you're going to buy gear, you can go see my giant freaking kit over there. And now I'm done. I really hate that stuff. Maybe I need to get over it, but I hate it. Okay, let's go through. Awesome. We got the music. We got Teacher of Teachers. Hey, man. I'm going to miss stuff. If you got a question or something, I'm really sorry. But if I go through all these comments, we'll be here for another hour. John, hello. Solid 5 minutes. Michael, hello. Captain Jack, hey, man. The title above the chat, is it a competition? This is fill-in. Where's my Cylon? It's over in the other room. Hey, Wiki Show, thanks for joining. Gene Waddle, hello, sir. Thomas Connor, hey, man. Dennis McNara, what's good? Kev, you're good. Michael Coleman, my musical talent. Yeah, I got some. Glad I don't do it full time. I'd starve to death. Aaron Parecki is here. Good dude, Aaron. I need to talk to you at some point. I think it's you. Yeah, it's you. I don't quite have this chatty thing down. He has this great thing where you can like do this chat thing and they show up and they bling and everything else. I had some problems with it. It's probably me. Jake Sloan. Yeah. Got a wrench, baby. I should give you all wrenches. Bad Karma, Captain Jack, Creepy Guy, Gary Groves, hey man, William Walters, Bad Karma. Sorry, I'm gonna miss something because I'm blowing through these. I'm just at this point. I just have to look for question. Sound Speeds, 2 hours. We'll keep you here for 6 hours. Sound Speeds. His name's Alan. He is a professional, like real live boom pull operator, you know, with the mic and stuff and everything else, and has worked on some way big stuff. You should check out his channel. The guy is like a knowledge factory about audio and sound and boom pulls. He was featured on Deity channel recently. Why this guy doesn't have a freaking million subscribers, I don't know. Plus, he's a freaking great guy. He's one of those people I was talking about. Like, came from behind, and we were already communicating with the other, and did just like see, I'm gonna get teary-eyed again. Just the help, the support. Oh, Double D, yes, we love this dude. He's nuts. You talking about me? You calling me nuts, mofo? Some people who have never been in my live stream are going, what the hell did I just see, and who is this guy? Well, welcome. The cat's watching. Cool. Oh, here we are, Photo Medium. If you read this out, you can take yesterday off. Yeah! Yesterday was awesome, man. Whew. Thanks, dude. Bishop, Captain Jack. Okay, I gotta just look for questions or I'm dead. How dare the Russians? I'm still so surprised that they didn't just give you a warning and shut down the channel's live stream ability. Yeah, the problem is, Alan, is that seems to make sense, but what happened is the channel was hijacked, so to give me a warning meant nothing. And since the channel was hijacked, they basically got into Google and they got into YouTube, and they're now taking all this stuff over. And they just shut down the live stream. They could have done that. The problem is it's way prior to that. They've hacked into Google, they've hacked into the email system, they've hacked into my channel, they've hacked into YouTube. So they had to, their immediate response was correct. Shut it all down. They don't have time to go, well, this channel is this, and well, let me check this out. Well, did they hack in this guy's? Because while this time's happening, these guys could have gone off and done all sorts of terrible things to me. Like, not that I did, like, maybe they have my password. Well, they did have my password. Maybe my bank accounts are in there. Maybe in my emails I have references to my bank account. Now they're off trying to do all that stuff. They did the right thing. Not sit around and think about it. Stop everything. Then move into, okay, now let's check everything out and see what happened and then restore it. So they did the right thing. Will Simpson. Hey, dude. Hey there. Will. That's another friend of mine. Will has a exploring photography. He has a great freaking photography channel. This guy's like a star over on Instagram and now on Facebook. I was watching his video yesterday. He was like sitting there he's a photographer, taking this photo. What he did was he took his phone and left it off black. And while he was taking the picture, it was like a field. And then he put it under here. What happened is the sky was reflecting off his phone. He just got it nailed, took a picture, and it looks like he took a picture and there's water in front of this grassy field. I was like, this man has the cleanest live stream I've ever seen. Thank you, Dream Qatari. It's really clean. Good. That's a tip. Make sure you take a shower before you live stream. Thank you. I appreciate it. I do like seeing the green Kevin icon. Yeah, I went to an icon on Twitter where it was yellow with a black band. It was kind of like a caution sign. Were you using multi-factor authentication? MFA, I was using, I think I was using 2FA. They can't verify it. There were a lot of things I weren't doing, which I'll cover in my video. Mars Colony. Freak the hell out. The hackers' end game is to scam people into sending them cryptocurrency by pretending to be actual people and getting people to invest. Yeah. I did a little research into this. I mean, realize that any mental time I spend paying attention to the hackers, the hijackers, the criminals, and figuring it out and figuring out why they did it. They did it because they're freaking criminals, and why'd they do this and everything else. Consider these guys a weed. You just got weeds in your pot, and you're going to like water those so they grow. You don't get my time. You messed with me. You bleeped with me. You know what? You don't get a second of my time. I deny you. You have been shunned. Captain Jack. Twitter account of 70,000 followers was hijacked and sold to some guy. My Twitter name was changed. It was sold to some marketing thing. Twitter offered basic help, but I never got it back. Yeah, it can happen. And again, realize now is not last week. And I'm not preaching to Captain Jack for everybody. Now is not last week. Last week is not last month. Last month is not last year. Last year is not the last decade. What happened technologically 2 years ago is way different now. What they can handle and not handle is way different now. They're learning. They're all learning. I know, I think it was Microsoft. There's something, and somebody's going to come in and explain this, and I don't care. There's something with a Microsoft Office, and they have a thing that runs on some servers that does all the internal corporation stuff, and apparently it was hacked and everything else. It's not true. What happened is they made some update to the software, and it didn't work, and it was like, this stuff happens. I mean, relatively speaking, planet Earth, what is it, 4 billion years or 6 trillion years or something? Relatively speaking, internet and all this stuff, it's just a bleep baby. We're still figuring it out. Throwing like big pile of poo. Good learning experience. Thanks for taking the hit. Yeah. Thanks, man. I'm glad I could take the hit for you. Just joking. Yeah. You came back and I was still subbed with a notification. I know. That's amazing, isn't it? Don't forget the iris scan, worth it or not. Hey, man, sorry you missed your flight. Wow, I'm going to have to fly through these. I can't do what I usually do. See, now it's at 9:57. Okay, I'm just going to blow down to the bottom and go a little bit up. I have 4 friends. I do. They run. They what happens is they get a month. I've monthly subscribed to have a friend. You have friends. Bad LPT, have no friends and have no messages, just like me. LPT, I don't know what that is. Learned a lot of things, very useful. Michael Warbucks, hello, sir. Glad to see you back. I just wanted to stop by. Hey, there's another guy. Michael is like so polar opposite from anything I do on YouTube. Not what we do on YouTube, but as far as our genre and our audience and everything else. And there's Michael going, hey, can I do anything for you? I love you, man. Marco, here's a question. What did you do in the meantime? Did you go Did you go on recording some courses or YouTube videos from? Yes. I decided I wasn't going to sit here and go, hey, terrible and blah, blah. I had a lot of work to do in the background with YouTube and for my channels. I had to go through all my accounts. I had to go through, and I still have some work to do. Everything I've ever logged into, change all those passwords, make sure my bank accounts were secure and everything else. Nice thing about it is at Basic Filmmaker University, link above pinned. I started that and have always started that, and it's separate. It's separate from the world, and it is, I'm not going to say it's unhackable, because some IT guys in here will go, nothing's unhackable. Okay, whatever. I get that's true, but it's so separated with a 1,000,000-foot wide wall that you just can't get into it. There's big, like, corporations and things that you haven't heard of that, and you never hear of because they do that kind of stuff. So that was really protected. I'm glad I did that. Late to the party, Kirby. Oh, coffee. I'm glad you reminded me. Excuse me. Dominique, hey man, thanks a lot. Appreciate it. Rob, hey Kev. Uh-oh. Where'd that go? That's why I click on those. Why did your drum tracks look faked where guitars and bass Looks spot on. I screwed up the drum track. It was out of sync. Things weren't quite going well and everything else. I mean, it's like a music video. And when you make a music video, you're not live playing generally. You're playing the music and you're doing all the parts, and the drum track was off and it was a bit messed up. That's all. I'm going to redo that. Tom Buck. Hey, man, if you don't know who Tom Buck is, then you ain't living. Tom Buck has a great channel. You want to see some good lightning? You want to see some good lighting? Go watch his channel. His wife has a channel too, and sometimes they get together. Great stuff. Captain Jack, what is the airspeed, velocity, and latent slow? Opus 25, TV 25. Hey, man, glad you're back. Was YouTube able to tell you how they were able to hack in? Yes. They got into my this channel over here. See this right here? Let me point to it. This one over here. They were able to hack into my Gmail account. Therefore, they were able to hack into my YouTube channel. Their end game, thank God, was not to get into my email account, but to get to my YouTube channel. So, yeah. And they told me what I did do that was correct, and they told me what I didn't do, which I'll cover in that video. Do you wash all your equipment in the shower as well? Yes. Yes. Make sure everything's clean. How about that? Compressed air. Affiliate link below. Not really. Let's go through here. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm almost at the end of the content. Your content is great. Learn so much. Want to get some time to take a... Hey, thanks, Double D. That's cool. Ron LV. I need that friend site. Yes. That's below. Just go to my Friends for You site and just make sure you enter your credit card, mother's maiden name, social security number, a few other things, and I'll pass it on to my new Russian buddies. Hey, if you don't have any friends, go make some. If you're an... I hope YouTube doesn't kill this video on my main channel. If you're a bleep hole, well, grow up. People are cool. And if all your friends and people around you are not cool, well, then go find some cool people and quit hanging around with the bad people. I have a lot of really good friends. Kevin, it's not that the tech is new. It is that C-level doesn't want to spend to secure it correctly. Maybe. I know a lot of companies, done some work for them. They spend a nautical F-ton of money on making things are secure. Some don't. Some of the C-levels, he's talking about the higher executives, they don't understand, like you and me. Well, for the most part. Okay, me. They don't understand this stuff. They don't understand what can happen. Like, and part of that's, they don't understand. I mean, these guys run corporations with trying to make sure 300,000 people have a job. If I was in IT, it's part of their fault too. They don't raise it up. They don't go, look, here's 5 examples of companies. You need to get your crap together, dude, or you're going to lose your company. Like, get their attention. So everybody has a responsibility in that. Anyway, got to go to Home Depot. Hey, Ken, thanks for hanging out. Yeah, Mr. Hang, how many others have them? Friends? Very glad. From Israel. Alexander Setlin. Sorry, I mispronounced Maze. Shalom. Thanks for joining us from Israel. I love this. See, I love this. There are people from all over the world, and you get to talk to them. What advice would you have so that doesn't happen to anyone else? That's coming in my video. The what you should do and the what you don't really need to do unless you want to thing. That's coming in my video. Captain Jack, have you seen it? Aaron, lighting and a great deal of Rodecaster and Mike's videos on Tom. Yeah, absolutely. Peter, and now we return to our regularly scheduled broadcast. Already in progress. Remember, if an event like this leaves you bitter, then win. Well, I don't know what that means. Hey, if this makes you better, I don't know. A spoonful of sugar makes the medicine go down. Now, for everybody who's seen that, they don't know how have that floating in their head. Captain Jack, I've seen many. Oh, you're talking about sales. Hey, Michael Fenn, I bet you have no Irish friends. Michael, is an amazing person. He's a great guy. He in the live I do Wednesday every week with the YouTube pros people. We do a meetup, a Zoom meetup. And just talk about stuff and go over stuff and train on stuff and help each other, stuff like that. Michael's from Ireland. And he has a great sense of humor. My grandpa was English. My grandmother was Scottish. And I know that doesn't quite, but he has a great sense of humor. We banter back and forth. I tell him he lives in the UK and all that. We have a great time over there. So, you know, I have no Irish friends except for Michael. I love this guy. Anyway, I was blown away. Like we on Wednesday, we were looking at him and his website and his channel and stuff. And this guy is legit. He has a book, which I have, which is mind-blowing. He has a website with photos on there that are mind-blowing. I'd be like, dude, you need to, if you're giving out photography courses, sign me up. You do it. Is it true? Is this Kevin or a deep fake? Deep fakes. It's the latest thing. Can't wait for the video about what not to do. Cool, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it, Jake. Dave Clark. Hi. Wow. Cost of stream today was totally worth it. Learned about the nautical F-ton measurement. It's real. Peter Lee, if the event like this make you better, they win. Not sure. I'm not sure what you mean, Peter. There's a bunch of stuff that happened up in the comments. See, now I'm pointing up here. Way up there. That I'm probably not tracking with. Mr. Hang, supercalifragil lipstick. You fill in the rest. Wow. Hey, look at that. So, wow. I'm at like 10:06. Boom. If you have any more questions or you want to cover something, fine. If not, I'm going to let you all get back to work and me get back to work. So I'll give it a few more minute. There's about on these live streams when you comment, like Rob Overholt just showed up here. It was probably 15 to 30 seconds ago that he made that comment. So it takes a while to show up. So I'll give, I don't know, give about a minute in case anybody has any questions or comments or whatever. And then we'll just end off. You can look forward to my next video. Hey, and I'll do that. I'm not going to do that yet. I'm weird. In video. Oh, I didn't answer this. Hey, headphones are still on. I didn't answer this. In the meantime, while this 28 days was passing and I was like, blah, 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 I am working on the new, redone, awesome Basics of Color and Correction course. Somebody else made it. They didn't have the time to remake it. They're involved and yada, yada. So I decided to remake it. And wow, it's awesome. I don't usually do that. I don't like going, hey, it's really cool. This sucker is awesome. It's like the YouTube course. And when you see this, you're going to be like, wow. I'll go more into that. So I was working on that course. I'm shooting 30 of the lectures this coming week because it's all scripted. In the meantime, yes, I have been shooting videos. I have been doing coursework. I did a whole thing over at the university to clean up, thanks to a guy named Mike, my whole mail list and stuff like that. So I've been doing a lot of stuff. I've been really busy, and all the cleanup that I've had to do behind the scenes. I've been really busy. Thank God, because if I wasn't doing anything, I'd go crazy. Anyway, I video record my actual song recordings for my music videos. I would hate to watch, say, a Pink Floyd video, for example, pretending to play. I love that your bass player got the wig. It was fun. That video was made under the following premise. I'm going to give myself, was it 2 hours or 3 hours? I'm going to give myself 3 hours and see, cheesy or not, if I can make a music video. I had the music. Can I throw some lights up, sit in that corner over there, I don't know if you can see over there. Sit in that corner over there, back here, do some stuff over here, etc. And, oh, hey, there's a color correction course coming. And just make a video, shoot it, sync up the sound, which I did a great job on the drums, hey. upload it to YouTube, and post it within 3 hours. I wanted to try. I gave myself a challenge and I did it. It's not great, but whatever. So there you go. How do you get so good? That is my question. Well, RV, you do what you do. You have an awesome looking face, like you've been working out, and all gray hair, but you look like you're 30 years old, and you make cool videos, and you have a great microphone. That's how. Dave Clark, hey, have a great week. What's your next review video? My next review video, I'm glad you asked. Hey, I got to say something before we go on. Jake Sloan. That looks like some Klingon salute or something. Thank you for the super chat. Keep being awesome. Have a cup of coffee on me. Sorry, it's not a metric F done. Thank you. It means a lot and I appreciate it, man. Bam. What's my next review video? Did I post that already? My favorite lights of all time for budget people are now in 2021, the Aperture 100D and 200D, 100X and 200X, is it? Those are bicolors. We'll go into that. Did that. Then for years, I've been hammering on Aperture, and they finally made the 60D and 60X. I originally had 3 or 6 or whatever of these, what they're called, tri-8s. They made these 60D, 60Xs. They're like incredibly bright, incredibly awesome. They're just incredible. I have 2 of those. I think I got another 3 coming that I bought. And some of their new Light Dome SEs. They announced this a couple days ago. I'm like, well, I'm not there yet. Sorry, dudes. And I'm going to take a look at that and show you that awesomeness. These are my favorite lights. It's going to be like my new camera that Jake Sloan helped me with, the Sony A7S III, which is like whatever. Oh, Captain Jack. You guys are going to make me cry. Another cup of coffee. That should keep you up all night. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. Good God. Anyway, the 60X and the 60D, I'm going to tear down my lights over there. I've been waiting for I have 2. I have a 60D and a 60X. I've been waiting for my other 60D to come, and then I'm going to tear down the lighting in there, which I'm going to film, replace it, light domes and everything else. I'm going to basically talk about the light domes. So there you go. Erwin, hi. Great to see you got your channel back. Yeah. You're on 3rd channel plans. There it is. Hey, if I didn't answer your question, ask. Short story. See, it's 10:12. Here we go. Jake, I need help. Curtis Judd, I need help. How do I end a live stream without answering all these awesome people's comments, man? 3rd channel plans. What happened was I created, 3 days or 4 days ago, I was like, wow, YouTube is telling me this could take months. So I went, screw it. I'm not going to sit around and go, whoa. Like I'm making no money. Zero paycheck for a month. And I went, screw it. Let's just move on. Bleep you hackers. I'm just going to go create a new channel. A bunch of people from the university and Twitter and everything else went over and subscribed to that. Just unbelievable. Oh, what's that? Raven Wolf. I didn't say. Oh, man. Thank you. Oh, my God. You guys. Raven Wolf. Welcome back. Thanks. Peter Lee. Building up 1 penny at a time. Peter Lee, man. You just upped everybody. Not a game I want to play. And God, you guys. Thank you. You don't have any idea, or maybe you do, how much that means to me. Like a lot. I don't know what I was talking about. Oh yeah, 3rd channel. So I made this 3rd channel because I was like, I'm not going to have a channel for months, and I just need to get my butt in gear and make some new stuff. So I made this 3rd channel. It's called Basic Filmmaker Rebooted, and a bunch of people came over. I asked them, and they subscribed to it, and I was going to build up the channel. I started posting those. A very bright friend of mine said, hey, do you really want to try and manage and post videos to a 3rd channel? what you should do is leave it as a history. And secondly, since it's disconnected from all the other YouTube stuff, if something ever happens again, which it won't, I'll buy a lottery ticket, you have a backup. And I was like, well, that's brilliant. Maybe I'll turn that into an video editing channel later or something like that. But I mean, I have the main channel and then I have the unscripted channel. If you don't know the unscripted channel, that's mainly for university members, but I get on there and it's cowboy land. You never know what's going to happen over there. I say bad words, so don't watch it when you're watching kids. It wasn't made to build up or monetize or anything else. It was just made to hang out. Me talk about stuff. Me show you new stuff that's coming. And don't forget to like and subscribe to that. Oh my gosh. Here, I'm going to put a link for that in there. Just for the heck of it. Let's do that. There's the unscripted channel, which is back. Good. Let me keep going, and then I got to wrap this up. I really do. You guys are just too awesome. Have a great week. Thank you. How did you get so good? We answered that. Everyone. Third channel. Just this week, I got to know from YouTube to do some protect your account setups. Would you recommend? Absolutely recommend. I wouldn't say it was just me, but YouTube is starting to ramp those up because they're figuring it all out. Go into your, I think it's either on your Gmail account. That's how I do it. I go to my Gmail and then I pick manager account and I go in there and they have somewhere in there the setup and the steps, and they go through and they check all this stuff, do what they say. Absolutely. And if you do that, again, you have a 1 in crazy lottery ticket chance of somebody hacking your channel. At first, it's a pain in the butt because you've got two-factor authentication, and then you're like, oh my God, I just logged into this thing, and now I got to go find my phone and blah, blah, blah. Cool. When you get over that and your computer, not Google, learns what's going on, that's a piece of cake. Anyway, I'll show you that. Thanks, John. Thanks, John. Jake Sloan, thank you. Just got here. Can you repeat what was said? Yeah. Okay, so welcome to the live stream. I'm not... You can rewatch it. Captain Jack, thank you. I daren't do a favorite lights video knowing my luck there would be a power cut. Wow. Dude, you must be one of them over the pond people. Daren't and favorite with a U. No, I'm not jamming on you. That's cool. I want to be like a over the pond person and have that cool James Bond voice or Iris voice or something like that. Cool. Teacher of teachers. Oop, what happened? Oh man, everything just blitzed on me. What's happening? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh, all these comments showed up. Holy crap. I got to wrap this up. For anyone who notices this, just remember that I need to recommend a nonprofit. For a nonprofit, the cheapest camera that has 3.5 millimeter mic input and HDMI output. This is to get one level over regular webcams. Oh, the cheapest camera that has a 3.5 millimeter mic input and an HDMI output. There are a bunch of people in here. I mean, cameras that are on the market right now, 3.5 millimeter mic output and an HDMI output. Canon, Sony, Fuji, they all make these little, I have a little up here that I use for my overhead. And Peter Lee can verify this. It's a little Sony ZV-1. I think it's under $700. You might be able to get them for $600. Shoots in 4K. It's got all the stuff you need. Has a 3.5 millimeter jack and in fact an HDMI out here. Go check out my kit that I put in here someplace, and you'll see that there. But yeah, it's really easy. Raven Wolf, thank you. Really appreciate Peter. Thank you very much. Aaron, bets are going up with Super Chat. Oh boy. Jake, I'll create a course about how to end live streams. Yay! Oh crap. I have been giving Jake crap. He's creating a new course about, he knows drones like he's the man. He's creating a new course on how to like get a drone and use it and everything else. And then he's creating another one on how to film with it. If you see his videos, it's going to blow your freaking mind. I've been giving him crap because I knew he was making a course, and I come on to his live streams prior to my channel hack. Well, are you doing a course on this? And then Jake would say something like, well, yeah, I'm making this up. Well, yeah, you're like, usually I use a lens cap, and I'd be like, hey, are you making a course on making lens cap? I don't know if it was driving him crazy. So now he's getting me back. When having multiple channels, will all the hours from each channel count towards your 4,000 watch hours? No, each channel is handled separately. My unscripted channel, or the other channel that I'm just going to leave, when I started my other channel, and even my unscripted channel has 600 or 700 subscribers on her, even though it's under a brand, YouTube treats all that separately. And I know why, but I'm not going to go into it now. You need 4,000 watch hours. You need 1,000 subscribers. When you reach that, you're expecting instantaneous feedback? No. They got to have some time to make sure you weren't gaming the system, to make sure that you had 1,000 subscribers. They monetize you. Now you have 800 because it wasn't real. But each channel is separate. Even if it's under a brand, each channel is separate, and all the analytics, statistics, and everything else do not apply towards any other channel you create. So, bidding war, Jake Brown. Dominic, have you thought about getting data breach insurance? I thought about it. You can bet on my taxes I'll be claiming this is a business loss next year, which is whatever. I thought about it. I'll check into it. Again, it's a 1 in a bazillion chance that this happened to me. It's a 1 in a bazillion chance that'll happen to you. And I promise you, I've run the numbers, and it really, you have a better chance of winning the lottery. So if it were $1 a month or $10 a month, sure. Peter Lee, thanks for the Twitter push the other day. Oh yeah, it was pretty. I didn't mean for it to be a push. It was pretty cool. Peter sent me a couple of pictures because, you know, they go, he and his significant other, they go camping. They have this great cooking channel, Let's Celebrate TV. It's really slick. Like if you want to do like a kind of like TV type Food Network kind of thing, man, you should go watch these guys. And he had sent me a picture on how here was Peter sitting over there. No. See, I'm doing it again. Here was Phil. Now I'm confused. Damn it. Anyway, he was up there behind, they were camping, and it was like this huge thing, and down the bottom he had an iPad, and he was watching one of my videos while I was doing that. So I put it up on Twitter, and apparently he got some stuff from that. There's my link. I need to move along. Beach Bumbo, always great to see you. Hey man, Tom Buck. Oh, dude. Thank you. Hearts. Care Bear hearts. Thank you. Is that channel private? The Cowboy channel? No, no. That channel above? The unscripted channel? No, man. If, Mr. Hang, you were a member of either a free or paid course, I'd say a paid course. Joking. If you're a member of any of those free courses over at the university, there's free courses over there. Go log in. Go take one. Like it or not, you get a weekly email from me. That's it. I don't spam you. I don't add you. You get a weekly email saying, hey, here's what's up. Here's what's going on. Here's the latest. Here's what's coming. And over there, I say, here's my next live stream. Most of the people here, some of the people here got it. Aaron Wall, Tom Super Chat. Yeah, Tom. Oh, dude, really. RV Addict, thank you, man. Look at that. Thank you for everything. Yeah, you bet. Bearbird, glad you're back. Thanks. 006, correct. Now I lost. Speak with fork tongue. Oh, now I remember. Marco Mandolitti. Dude, seriously. Hey, too much caffeine is bad for you. At least put some food beside that coffee. Didn't even know these donations were possible. Yeah, you can donate. And thank you for the 10 thing with the lines in it. See, I want to say pounds, but then apparently Michael Finn says it's quid, and then they call it something else. But thank you so much. I mean, I didn't mean to start a donate to Kevin, but thank you. Interactive DNA. I'm alive, sir. Thank you. Those cool graphics with the click beam. That's the guy who did those. Good. Welcome back. Teachers, thanks for the camera info, Kevin. Yep. Interactive. I thought you went to Mars. No, I sent the hackers to Mars. Hank, Sony's ZV-1, great camera for overhead plus other vlog application. Price not to break the bank. It's great. I love that thing. Am I pointing in the... Yeah, I love that thing. This thing. I use it for an overhead camera. It's great. Check this out. Oh. Focus. Big. Focus. Big. Focus. Focus. Love it. It's awesome. It's awesome. I love this thing. I highly suggest it. Affiliate link on my kit page. Use that. Don't buy anything anywhere else. Hank Miner, yeah. Really good to see you back. Hey, Suit TV. By the way, I gotta get the iFootage monopod. By the way, I got the iFootage monopod. It's as awesome as you said. I love that thing. The iFootage monopod, I like their tripods, but that iFootage monopod and their freaking nano slider. Linda Quintiliani. Oh, man. Thank you. I learned so much. Glad you're back. I learned so much from you in this awesome community, adding to the coffee fund. Thank you. Seriously. Lols. Euros. Thank you. Photo Median. Euros. I'm so worldly. That's euros. Gary Grove, euro. Look at everybody. Ian Craig! Dude, Ian Craig is doing a review channel. University member, YouTube course. He started way back a year ago. He's like got 1,000 or 2,000 subscribers now, doing really well. Good guy. And unlike Michael Finn, he is from the UK. In fact, I believe he's from, now see, here we go again. Britain? England? I gotta do my math. Yay, we got in the comments. Hey, you guys, thank you. I'm going to end this live stream before I get all teary-eyed. Thank you for everything you've done. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your kind thoughts, your kind words, for joining me. Don't forget to check out the videos coming. I'll go through a full blow-by-blow and a video coming this week. And don't forget, next week I'll send out an email and I'll post it around. Then I am going to invite some of my creator friends on who I love dearly. A lot of them are in here. Hell, a lot of them gave me some money. Thanks. I'll do a giveaway. We're going to give away some stuff, some good stuff that I'm not using right now. So maybe you can. Anyway, thank you all. Oh, Carabing. Oh, jeez, man. To paraphrase AC/DC, Brian Johnson, have a drink of coffee on me. Welcome back. And thank you. Thank you, Carabing. God, you guys. Jeez. You're killing me. Thank you, Hank. Yeah, really, thank you all. I can't thank you enough. I'll run the outro here a bit. Hopefully we'll see you in the next live stream where I can give you some stuff that you might need, my little giveaway. And I hope you enjoy the next video about this whole rollout. Maybe it helps you. And then after that, enough of this hacker crap, enough of this hijacking crap. We're going to get back to business. I'm going to make some cool videos, do a few reviews, probably just one a month, and give you some tips and tricks. So how about that? Thank you all for joining me. I love you guys. Thank you. And we will see you next time.